and Tony Stewart on the inside. The pairing up has begun.
Yeah, we hadn't said a lot about Paul Menard, but as you can see, he's got a fast car right away. Mark Martin tucked right in behind him there. They take the lead, and that's a Childress car that Menard is driving. You know, they got steam on the hood, so that's a good match right there. Well, we got trouble already. Newman.
Spin behind you.
Ryan Newman is going to stay off the wall after spinning off turn number 2 to bring out the first caution flag of the day. 5 laps complete when they come to the stripe. Menard, that bright yellow car on the outside, is the leader. Green flag once again. Coming up the middle, he has Bobby Labonte behind him. Busch, the yellow car, now to the inside, the 22. And Menard and Montoya go backing up.
Now look at the lead that Mark Martin and Tony Stewart has built up. That's because those two drivers have stayed bumper to bumper, and everyone back there behind them are mixing it up, and they're just able to drive away right now.
And this is a good test right here, Larry. Mike, how long can they stay hooked up like that? They're going to have to make a swap here from one to the other pretty quickly, I think.
At the front, it's a 2-car test session.
This is something these guys have all worked on every practice session. Making the swap and not losing any time, or at least amount of time as possible. Right back into drafting form. 2 guys that are really, really good at Daytona. The 17 car to Matt Kenseth and the 29 car of Kevin Harvick, and they are getting ready to overhaul the leaders right here. And these 2 guys run great here.
As the exchange is made once again between Mark Martin and Tony Stewart, the 5 and the 14 new leaders, still the pack. And the reason these exchanges have to keep taking place is the car behind, in this case the 17 of Kenseth, is not in clean air, and if he stays there too long, his car will overheat. Casey Kane in his new ride for 2011, and Juan Montoya trying to take the lead away from Harvick and Kenseth.
But look at this group coming there. Look at Kurt Busch coming through in the 22, being pushed by Regan Smith, and that's 78.
Meanwhile, Bill Elliott and J.J. Yaley continue to hold the transfer spots, 14th and 15th.
You know, one thing that one of the drivers told me, and it makes a lot of sense, you know how on the downforce track we skew the car to the right, get the right rear of the corner out to get some downforce. Here you skew it to the left, and that's why they keep looking out to the right-hand side, because the car's running a little bit sideways down the straight. Whoa, Montoya, Casey Kane went for a ride right there.
And Junior went all the way to the bottom, abandoned his drafting partner, and now it's a 3-car link up. Now Bill Elliott catching back up to Junior.
Look at this.
Look at this for the lead. Casey Kane will lead this lap, the 22nd or 23rd of this race.
Matt Kenseth in that 17 car, he's been behind Kevin Harvick for a number of laps. He keeps breathing it, just like you see right there, but he stays tucked up behind Harvick.
I believe that Ford engine, a new Ford engine, might have a slight advantage when it comes to cooling, because I know it's something they really concentrated on in developing that new engine.
Great run for Kane, the big push from Montoya. Now they will make the swap.
Oh man, why did Montoya do that now? See, that's what happened. Maybe he's getting hot, maybe he has to. But nonetheless, they just got to the lead and they made that swap right there, and they're going to fall way back in here. Now something happened off of 2 over there. There is no way that Kenseth and Harvick wanted to give up that inside and lose the lead like this. That's a bad move right there.
Not only did they give it up to the 4 and the 42, they gave it up to Kurt Busch and the 22 and Regan Smith in the 78.
It's hard to see there, Mike, but just the best you can do there to get their momentum, you know, because you got to spot the 29 just like me, just like we're locked together, you know. So, and you lose your run so fast, you know. Once he was stuck out there, I needed to make that block quicker, you know, to get in front of him there. So, I mean, it was only a split second before I knew. I'm just telling you, so you know.
It's a good start. 78 doesn't.
4 does.
And there goes the 4 right down in front of the 42.
Well, he goes down, picks up Montoya, while Busch and Smith are together again.
Yeah, Regan just got a terrible restart there, and that hurt his chances of hooking up with the 4 car.
So
maybe
everybody got their drafting partners back, including Harvick and Kenseth.
Maybe it's better this way.
We're about to find out.
We will.
Jimmy is a lonely man, and this is why.
How about those two teammates there? Mark Martin in the 5, Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 88. They're back in the picture here.
If I was Ryan Newman, though, and I looked in my mirror and I saw Tony Stewart, I said, man, that's the way we started. I don't know if it was a good idea or not.
Kurt Busch and Regan Smith, they've been the most potent of the drafting duos in this race, and they'll face the white flag this time.
I think what people are learning right here, right now, is that Regan Smith is a good guy to get hooked up with.
And Darrell, I don't think they have a choice but to stay like that till we get well off turn 4. I don't think they can start mixing it up too early.
Dinger through the middle. Allmendinger coming with Menard. Threads the needle, looking for third place.
You look at Ryan Newman and Tony Stewart, but they have nowhere to go. They had a head of steam and to back off.
Transfer spot, Elliott and Yaley ahead of Nemechek and Conway now.
What will Regan Smith do in that 78 car come to the tri-oval?
I'll tell you what he's going to do. He's going to push.
Well, he's got enough room to look out and try to win it, but he's steaming along. It's going to be Kurt Busch.
Whoa, he looked, but he couldn't do it. Oh!
You got it, baby.
He gave it a gallant effort.
He did. I was really surprised he even took a look, but yay to him.